Right now I'm trying to get a friend onto self-improvement because we went on a class trip to London like a month ago, and already there I started to notice that he like had some problems because he was always like the popular funny guy. And then especially during the class trip and after it, he's been more of the guy who's trying to please others. And that's why like he's feeling empty and all of that, because yeah, just of various reasons. And I so I decided to try to get him onto self improvement. Like I told him, I was not at the exact same spot as he is, like, uh, but it was similar because I was also feeling empty and all that. So I decided to start with self improvement. Well, it was actually just a stroke of luck because just because I found one YouTuber on my YouTube For You page is why I started getting into self improvement. And I only got him on my For You page because I started going to the gym, and that only happened because TikTok, because there was a hype in 2020 for everyone to start going to the gym. Basically, because of so many coincidences, I am who I am now. So that's crazy. It's crazy to think about. Like sometimes we feel like we have control in our lives, but it's basically just pure luck. But yeah, that's like like everything's just from luck. Damn. But like usually when you do a certain activity, um, for a long period amount, what the fuck, for a long period of time, then luck gets kind of cancelled out, because like I think I already explained it like a couple times, but like basically, if you do an activity, like if you ask a friend who's never played basketball in his life to shoot once, if he hits, then that's hella lucky. But if he shoots 1,000 times, then if he just hits one, then that's not luck anymore. And so, yeah, as you know, like luck, of course, plays an important factor, especially like with opportunities and shit. But it's also, but it's also kind of like your mindset. I told him that if he wants to start doing this, then he should be patient, because that's the most important like thing, the most important trait you should have, in my opinion, patience. And I also told him like a couple of mindsets because I knew he likes to play video games. So I once had a really good app for this starting with self improvement on Notion, but I didn't use it because I only found it in like after my first year, after being a year on self improvement. So it was of no use to me, but it was a great start. It would be a great start for him, and so I like told him, Habitica. I think that's the most popular one. But if you don't like it, just go onto Notion and look for some um, look for something similar, because there's tons of it's not an app actually. What is it? Tons of these resources, I would call them, um, to get you started on self improvement and make your life game like. And then I also told him like about a mindset or a few mindsets that I have or had or friends of my like a few friends had. And since he liked video games, I decided to tell him about the like this whole skill tree mindset. Basically, you have to see it like this. I maybe it came also because I watched way too many animes for sorry, like for example Sword Art Online. I really liked it, and just those type of games, where you are a character and you can grind, you can upgrade your stats, and it's like this fantasy like world. And the mindset that I told him is like you have to in those video games as well as in those animes, you have multiple. You see your character, right? Every character has stats like strength, speed, agility, and some more stats. You know, everything in your life, like patience, attention span, everything is a stat. And if it is a stat, if it has a number on it, then that means that you can improve it and you can work on it, and you know, basically. And like, that's the first step. And after you increase it to a certain amount, you unlock skills that you can learn. So you unlock the skill tree. You can, for example, if your attention span stat is at, let's say, I don't know, 50, then you can start doing deep work. You unlock deep work sessions or something, you know? Basically, just those things. And it's actually really interesting, like, because me personally, I couldn't use it because on my first year of self improvement, I just tried everything I could. But then on my second year, like after my first year, I found so many good mindsets and I couldn't apply them. So because I already have a mindset that fits me, and I'm like, if I apply a new mindset, then that will maybe like not be positive. So yeah, that's the mindset that I told him about. And then there's also like a friend of mine. He right, because I also told him like, you know, those involved cannot see as clearly as the outside, because basically sometimes in life, you know, you don't realize the good things that are happening to you. And then I told him about a mindset a friend of mine had or has. He doesn't believe in it, but he tries to get himself to believe in it, to kind of deal with frustration, you know. Basically he just tells himself that there's this basically universe furnace. Anything you throw into that furnace comes back to you. So if you throw a good deed into that furnace, so if you do a good deed for someone, then that will come back. But if you do something bad, then that will come back too. And if someone else does something bad to you, then that will come back to them, you know. So like it helped him with, or it helps him with frustration and like, you know. So that's actually a good mindset, because he always had like, we used to play League of Legends, you know, and he was crazy. He was crazy. He got like, I honestly have no idea how many accounts he bought for like €2, but he bought a lot. He probably spent like, he probably got around 50 to 100 accounts, and they all got banned. So yeah, he definitely needs this, you know. But even if it's not like this extreme, you can still use this sometimes, you know. You can use it to be more kind, you can use it to be less mean, you know. Yeah, that's the mindsets that I told him about. And then he also, I don't remember exactly what he said, but um all right, he was talking like about problems also, because uh like he was always a very desperate guy, as far as I knew. Like, he always tried to get girls, but not really, you know. I don't know if he has any past experiences, but like, ever since I've known him, so for 1 year, for 1 year now, yeah, about a year. Ever since I've known him, he's been really thirsty. He's been really down bad. So yeah. So he talked a bit about that, and I said, like, because he still has FOMO and he wants to have fun still, you know. I was like, you just have to do something. Like, you just have to do something that's, or either you understand that what you are supposed to do is just better for your life, because either you just have two options. Either you have fun now and work for the rest of your life, or the other way around. You work now and then have fun. So for most of your life. So like, what the fuck? For me, the answer is obvious because like if you just say it out loud, either work for your like while you're in your youth below, like because men men are in their prime around the age of 30. So if I work if I work really hard until I'm 30, so now 12 more years, then and then have like can do whatever the fuck I want for the rest of my life, then that's way better rather than me enjoying my life until I'm 30 now and then having to work for the rest of my life. Like, come on. Especially because like, literally just the beginning is no fun. Like, the first year was really no fun. Maybe even the first 2 years, but like, somewhere during my second year is when or like, somewhere between my first and second year is where I started to enjoy these things, more like to the end of my second, I think, or in the middle, like somewhere in that. I actually have no idea because I didn't take many photos. I didn't take many memories. I just worked. Yeah. So he basically talked a bit of how he wanted to have fun, and I said, no, bruh, you just have those two options. Like, I mean, I obviously kind of have fun because I right now also do. But first of all, I worked for 2 years. You know, I worked on myself because he is too much. He said he doesn't. I mean, he can spend time alone, but like he just has severe FOMO, basically. Um, and uh, then he said something along the lines of, but uh, right, because I told him I will not date any German girl. I don't know in which context it was. He said probably, if I do remember correct, he said like, now I know what kind of a woman I want next to me. That's why I also don't chill with those hoes anymore. And I was like, whoa, that's unexpected because like on the class trip he was trying really hard, but he gets no bitches, you know what I mean? He, so he said like he said like I don't know what it was actually, but I remember that it ended, or not ended, but at some point he just said um, that you're right, because I said I don't like German girls. I will never date a German girl, and he said love just happens. You can't decide it, and um, then I said like, bruh, no, right. He said like, love is a beautiful thing. That's why I'm having trouble with like focusing on myself instead of being in a relationship or like getting girls. And I was like, bruh, I know. He was like, oh really? Because I like, he has no idea. Like, no one. I think there's like 2 or 3 people in the entire world that know about my relationship experiences. Hold up, actually, let me think. I mean, okay, actually, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 people. Damn. I don't know if there was another guy while I was telling 2 friends, but basically, I think only 3 people. 3 people for sure, maybe 4 people know about my past love life. Actually, only very few people know about my history before I came to Berlin. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. So that also led me to thinking, that kind of got me back into this mindset of just shut the fuck up, you know? Just shut up. Don't tell anyone anything until you are something, you know? Because like those are the overnight successes you see on social media, and like that's insane. Imagine like this feeling is so fucking huge. You're just a nobody, and then like to everyone you're a nobody, and then the next day you are fucking rich. You make more than your whole school combined. Like the fuck? Just imagine this scenario. That's crazy. That's crazy, actually. So yeah, that got me kind of back into this shut up mentality. Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do again. You know. I mean, I'm also like I'm really glad that I have shut up about this whole ass thing. You know, I just worked on myself, and then this year especially, I started going outwards a bit more. So making new friends, you know, all that shit, and spending more time with friends, because I do remember that I only ever went out with one friend, and that only like once a month maybe, but more like once every few months. And other than that, I just grinded, you know. And nowadays, like, I meet up with friends at least twice a week, probably, like, especially on the weekend. Because, I don't know, for me, I see no reason to meet with my current friends, because the things that I do are way more valuable. But there are some people who are like really sick, who are really sick people. Uh, for example, like that one guy, he's in uni now. He is a year above me. Just graduated high school, and usually on the weekends we played beach volleyball or basketball, but not today because I don't know, I'm not feeling it, and I kinda am busy, too busy for to meet, you know, because like yesterday I also yesterday I met up with friends for an hour and a half, and that's it. Like usually I would spend my whole weekend on friends, but now again because of this shut up mentality, I might just not, you know, because especially right now after because I work on the TikTok channel, you know, and that's actually also insane. If I look at it, you know, oh, what the fuck, um, what the hell, what is going on? Yeah, now it works. Okay, what the fuck was that? Anyways, like if I look at it, right, my first few videos on TikTok, they had 100 to 400 max views. And then after 2 weeks, I now have on average 900 views. So I have like 800 to 1,100. That's the average that's about the average right now. And like just imagine it. I just in 2 weeks ten I have 10 times the amount of views that I had in my first 2 weeks. You know, that's crazy. I don't know. I don't know why I should just said this. Man, I should shut up. Not like okay, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it. Like I still have more shit, but I'm not trying to recreate my what the fuck was it, 30 or 40 minute long video. I'm not trying to recreate that again, especially because I'm like I said I am kind of busy. So peace out.